Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Alexis Hiller, Head of Marketing for Kalamazoo Outdoor Gourmet. I'm at our incredible Kalamazoo Culinary Center in the heart of Chicago's West Loop, and I'm so excited to welcome all of you to this exclusive sneak preview of our upcoming product launch. As many of you already know, here at Kalamazoo, we are passionate about the magic of cooking outdoors. The flavors are deeper, the aromas are richer, the temperature ranges are wider, and the possibilities are boundless. It's this passion that drives us to create the most awe-inspiring, high-performance outdoor kitchen equipment on Earth. Our grills are the most capable and versatile in the industry and are designed to deliver a truly immersive cooking experience. One that celebrates the art of cooking outdoors and one that simply can't be found anywhere else. We are proud to offer the broadest and most comprehensive outdoor kitchen collection in the industry. In addition to our renowned collection of grills, we have an expansive collection of outdoor appliances, cabinetry, and refrigeration. And everything is designed to work together seamlessly, so the design possibilities are limitless. I couldn't be more excited to be here with our team today and to share with you our latest innovations, the next generation in this incredible lineup of outdoor cooking products. These products will be launching publicly next week, but we just couldn't wait any longer to share the news with you, our valued partners. Today, you'll have the opportunity to hear from our chairman, Pete Georgiadis, and our chief designer and grill master, Russ Falk. And we will save some time at the end to answer any questions that you might have. You should see a button on the right-hand side of your screen that says chat. Simply click on that at any time throughout the presentation to ask a question. We'll try to answer as many as we can during the Q&A portion today, and our team will also be available via chat to answer questions directly. And now, I'd like to share with you a bit more of the Kalamazoo story.
At Kalamazoo, we've been dedicated to uncompromising craftsmanship since our founding in 1906 as a specialty sheet metal fabrication shop. With nearly a century of metalworking tradition behind him, our founder's great-grandson laid out a bold new challenge: to create a grill unlike any other. In 1998, that vision was realized in the groundbreaking Kalamazoo dual-fuel grill, the first and only grill able to cook with any combination of gas and charcoal. We knew we were onto something big, and we never looked back. We've spent the past 25 years refining, evolving, and perfecting this iconic grill. Today, the cooking prowess of our flagship hybrid fire grill remains unrivaled. But we didn't stop there. The immersive wood-fired Gaucho grill feeds the primal soul while impressing with its modern features and aesthetic. The groundbreaking Shokunin Kamado grill reinvented the charcoal grill category with new levels of versatility and a head-turning design. We haven't just evolved the art of grilling. We've fundamentally redefined what it means to cook outdoors with the most comprehensive outdoor kitchen collection available anywhere. And we're not done yet. We keep pushing forward with every new refinement, improving performance and engaging the senses with raw, captivating power. So when you stand at the helm of your Kalamazoo kitchen, nothing else exists.
I hope that our last video gives you a better sense of what drives us here at Kalamazoo. Our spirit of innovation, our fiercely independent design philosophy, and our commitment to impeccable craftsmanship have been at the heart of what we do for more than 100 years. And now I'd like to turn it over to Pete Georgiadis, our visionary leader, who's joining us from our production facility in Michigan.
Thank you, Alexis. These are very busy times at our production facility here in Kalamazoo. We're blessed with unprecedented demand from clients all over the world who are eager to add Kalamazoo outdoor kitchens to their homes. And our dedicated team of craftspeople and our whole operations team are working diligently to make sure that every product we ship is shipped on time and has earned its Kalamazoo quality badge. Many things have changed very little since Kalamazoo Sheet Metal first opened its doors more than 100 years ago. We still weld, finish, assemble, and polish every product by hand with an eye for detail that is uncommon in the industry. Our people make all the difference, not just with their skill and experience, but with their commitment to perfection for every product we make. There is nothing that captures our team's pride in the quality and uniqueness of our products more than their hand signatures inside the door of every hybrid fire grill that leaves our shop. Other things have changed a lot over the past 100 years. Today, we leverage advanced computer modeling and precision equipment to ensure that every product performs as it should. Computer-controlled cutting and forming ensure the dimensional accuracy and help our master welders and finishers perfectly fuse separate pieces of metal into a structurally and visually seamless part. In addition to advanced engineering, we've expanded the range of materials used in our products over the years, addressing the need for materials better suited to coastal homes and harsher environments. Kalamazoo became the first company to offer our full collection of outdoor kitchen appliances and cabinetry in marine-grade stainless steel. We have also listened to architects and designers who love the look of wood outdoors and engineered a line of cabinetry and refrigeration using Ipe, the most dense and durable wood on the planet. Kalamazoo Outdoor Gourmet has always stood for one thing: bringing joy to our clients through the best outdoor cooking experiences possible. Cooking with Kalamazoo is so amazing because of the performance, the quality, and the beauty of the product, and because outdoor cooking is our passion and our sole purpose. This brings me to why we're here today. I'm very excited to announce the biggest product launch in the history of our company. The 2022 Kalamazoo lineup sets new standards for performance and safety while embracing our long heritage of innovation and craftsmanship. Every one of our gas cooking products has been improved for 2022 with a new look and new features. This includes our flagship hybrid fire grill, the incredible Artisan Fire pizza oven, the awe-inspiring Gaucho grill, and even our cooktops. And for the first time, all of these have been engineered to be global products. The full collection will be certified not just in the US and Canada, but also in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. We've got even more for you today, not just significant updates to our existing models, but a new product category for Kalamazoo that I'm very excited about. But you'll have to wait a minute to learn what that is. I'm going to let Russ Falk, our Chief Designer and Grill Master, take you through the updated 2022 lineup and introduce you to our new product category. Russ has been a very important part of Kalamazoo for 17 years. His eye for design and passion for grilling have been an essential ingredient in developing our whole product line. So here is Russ.
At Kalamazoo, we set out to create the best outdoor cooking experiences on Earth. It's a bold undertaking and a never-ending one, but it's what drives us forward every day. I'm Russ Falk, Chief Designer and Grill Master for Kalamazoo Outdoor Gourmet. Our philosophy at Kalamazoo when it comes to product development is really simply just to build the best products, which isn't such a simple thing. We make a lot of prototypes, prototype after prototype after prototype, and we're constantly tearing them back down, modifying parts, doing more testing. There's a lot of refinement that goes on. We don't launch a product until it's truly ready to wear the Kalamazoo badge. With the new 2022 Kalamazoo lineup, we have redesigned every cooking product. We have elevated every touch point, from the new knobs and the more intuitive ignition system on the hybrid fire grill to the counterbalance lids. One of the nicest things about the new electronic bezels, they glow orange when the burner is on. And it's real handy to just tell at a glance, this burner is on, this burner is off. We've expanded the temperature range of most products, both on the low end and the high end, but really the most important change is when you can't see. We have changed over all of our gas control valves to be safety valves. These safety valves are relatively uncommon in North America, so we had to work for years to develop valves that specifically met the rigorous performance requirements that we hold our products to. The current generation of hybrid fire grill has been out since 2011. We've incorporated a lot of improvements into it since then, but this is a much bigger change. We took this opportunity to modernize the product, really enhance the technology, and incorporate the safety features. The new drop-in grill heads are a new category for Kalamazoo in a much more traditional format, where you can install it with masonry down below the grill. It's completely compatible with our modular cabinetry and refrigeration systems as well if you don't want to go with the stone. Just like every other grill from Kalamazoo, these gas grills are built like tanks. The 42-inch grill head is 380 pounds of stainless steel. That tells you something about the enduring quality of the product, but it also leads to better cooking performance. We've tuned the new grills to reach 750 degrees air temperature, which is the same temperature as the hybrid fire grill when you're cooking with gas. These temperature levels, when combined with the heavy grill grates and the way we've engineered the shape of the firebox, delivers a superior cooking experience. One of the areas that clearly shows Kalamazoo's obsession over detail is the cleanout system. We've taken what is normally one big tray and changed to individual dripping trays under each burner. These are easier to handle and easier to empty without spilling. With this new lineup, we've refined every design detail while setting a new standard in safety. Kalamazoo has once again raised the bar in cooking performance, making this the most incredible lineup we've ever offered.
Welcome back to our Chicago Culinary Center. I'm joined here by Russ Falk, who's here to help us with our Q&A. He may look familiar from our last video. Thank you to all of you who've already submitted your questions. The team's assembled them here for us, and we're going to take a run through those. If you haven't already, just make sure you hit that chat button, and our team will take a look through those questions, send them through to us, and we'll try to answer as many as we can today. If we don't get to yours today, we'll follow up with you after the session. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
First question, when will the new products be available?
Everything in the 2022 lineup will be available to order beginning February 8th. You'll find them on the website. You can order through dealers as well. We'll begin shipping North American orders in Q2, with the exception of the new drop-in grills, which are going to follow by mid-Q3. We also expect to begin shipping the European specification models in Q3 and Australia and New Zealand in Q4.
Great. So coming soon to a location near you. Next question. You mentioned this is your biggest new product launch ever. Why now?
Thought you were going to ask, why is it the biggest launch? Why now? It's actually been years in the making. We have worked for about 5 years in conjunction with our partners to develop safety valves that meet our specifications. Safety valves are not required in North America, but they've been required in Europe for quite some time. The problem is these European spec safety valves don't offer the BTU capacity or the turn down adjustable low ratios that we need for the hybrid fire grill. So now that we've completed that development work, been through testing and certifying those components, we're seizing the opportunity to relaunch the entire line as a global line of cooking products. And I'm very excited to be doing that. As far as the biggest launch, I think this is the first time we've launched more than one gas cooking product at a time, and we're doing all of them, not to mention being a global product. So this is a huge launch. And just to close, why now is because now is when we're ready with the safety valves, and we're very excited.
Another question here. Why did Kalamazoo decide to make a grill head?
That is a...
I know we've had a lot of requests over the years.
Yes. So we've been thinking about doing a grill head for a while. And if you look at the hybrid fire grill, it's not like other grills. We don't kind of do things normally. The hybrid fire grill stands on the ground on its own legs. Yeah. And the reason for that is the expanded firebox inside the grill. It's very tall, and we do that to improve the heat dynamics and get better heat circulation. Because it's so tall in there, we've got the burners lower below the food, and that delivers more even heat to the grill grates. And we've got a large volume of air below those burners, and that helps with the dynamic circulation for roasting and indirect cooking and even doing barbecue. It makes the grill a lot more versatile. So that's been our core since the mid-1990s. But it is very unusual, and people really like the look of stone below their grill. That's kind of the normal drop-in grill head approach. I've even seen hybrid fire grills out there where the client has put stone below in the toe space just to get a little bit of that look. So it's definitely an aesthetic people want. We have done everything we can to bring our Kalamazoo know-how into making a great drop-in grill. So we're excited to bring people that new design option, and we're excited that we're able to do it at a lower price than some of our other grills.
I also just wanted to add that the new grill head will be available in 2 sizes. We've got a 42 and a 54, and both of those are available in either freestanding or the built-in variations. And all of those will be available in marine grade as well. All right, let's see. Next question here. What is the pricing of these new products?
All of the 2022 products that are basically new versions of what's already in the lineup, we're keeping the price on those the same. The new grill heads, the 42-inch one, the built-in, is going to be $12,500, and the marine grade option that you just mentioned of that grill is going to be $16,800.
Yep, great. All right, the next question is also about the grill head. How does the new grill head compare with a hybrid fire grill? What are some of the differences in performance?
Okay. The most obvious difference is that the hybrid fire grill can cook with charcoal, wood, and gas. It is a gas grill, but it has those wood and charcoal capabilities, whereas the drop-in grill is a gas grill. So that's the most obvious difference. The more important but less obvious difference really comes down to that deep firebox that I was explaining earlier. And that gives the hybrid fire grill a level of performance that isn't available in our grill head. I do think that the Kalamazoo grill head is second only to the hybrid fire grill when it comes to gas cooking. We've really pulled out every trick that we know to make this drop-in grill cook like a Kalamazoo. And one example, the cooking surfaces where you put your food are actually about 2 inches above the level of your countertop. We're eking out every bit of that vertical space we can, and 2 inches doesn't really sound like much. But that extra 2 inches, while fitting into a standard grill head cutout, makes a big difference when it comes to cooking.
All right, next question is about where people can see these products. Maybe we can talk a little bit about that.
Sure. We have about 30 dealer showrooms around the U.S. and Canada, and all of those showrooms will be converting over to the new products over time. If it's important to you to see the new products in particular, I would suggest calling that showroom before going to visit, because it is a process to get the changeover. And then here in our Chicago Culinary Center, we will be available beginning on February 8th by appointment to see the new products.
And just to add, for those of you who might be traveling to KBIS or IBIS in Orlando, we will be showing there as well. We'll be in the Cosentino booth as well as the Perlick booth, so you can definitely find us there. The next question is kind of a related question with this, but it's about when these products will actually be in showrooms. So you mentioned the showrooms, but when do you think they'll be on display?
I would think that the earliest showrooms that are changing over to the new products will be about May 15th, somewhere in mid-May. Of course, we've got to get them out the door, and then they've got to go through the process of redoing the display, redoing the countertops and all that. So it's a bit of a process, but I would say starting around mid-May.
Right. So mark your calendars. Next question is another question about the grill head. How does the Kalamazoo compare to other high-end grill heads?
Well, we've eked out that extra 2 inches that I already mentioned. So we're trying to maximize the dynamic nature of the heat, the evenness of the heat. We're using all those tricks. I mentioned it's heavier. It's actually about 380 pounds for the 42-inch Kalamazoo. I mean, to put it into context, the competitors, the most popular competitors, are between 240 and 260 pounds. So that's a big difference. And all that mass, refer to it as heat mass when I'm really getting wonky. It holds more heat like a cast iron pan holds more heat. It's able to conduct more heat to the food. It's just better browning, better searing, all of that. We have calibrated the drop-in grills to reach about 750 degrees Fahrenheit air temperature, so that's measured by the thermometer on the lid. If you're at 750 up there, you're at least 800 on the 1/4-inch thick laser cut cooking surfaces that we do. So every part of your grill can be used for searing at any time. And one night it could be searing, the next night that could be your indirect zone or a low temperature zone. And so that versatility of not being locked in with a searing burner is a very important consideration to me when it comes to grill performance. So,
absolutely.
It's built like a Kalamazoo. It's built like a tank. It weighs 380 pounds, and you can sear anywhere. So that's how it compares.
All right. This next question is one that we get all the time. Why are Kalamazoo products so expensive?
Well, some of that's the weight as well. So we make our own bed, and then we lie in it. The price of a Kalamazoo is really a function of what it costs us to build it. I've mentioned, we use a lot more stainless steel. Stainless steel is expensive, and it's very expensive these days. Right. So there's a lot of cost right there. But on top of that, we build these to order. We build them in very small batches. There's a lot of skilled labor that goes into every grill we sell. And if you look at a Kalamazoo, you'll see that there's a lot more welding involved, and all that welding has to be finished. So our finishers, it's really an art finishing so well. They make those welds disappear, and then by hand they blend that finishing into the number 4 stainless that the steel had from the mill. It's very labor intensive, very skill intensive. There's less expensive ways to go. We could have striping on the edges of our hoods, down the control panel where it kind of looks like chrome there. That's a lot less expensive to do. Or we could just electropolish, but that's not who we are. So we put in more material, we put in more labor, we use nothing but the highest quality components, and that's who we are.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a question about the safety valves.
Okay.
So maybe you can talk a little bit more about what is a safety valve, what does it do?
Sure. Talk about how great they are, but I could explain what they are.
Yeah.
A safety valve basically prevents the flow of gas when a burner is not on. So it prevents the dangerous buildup of gas that can happen when some people think their grill is lit, but it's not lit, and they walk away, they come back, and it's a dangerous situation. So to do that, each valve has integrated with it a thermocouple, and the thermocouple is looking for heat from the corresponding burner. And if it doesn't sense heat, it stops the flow of gas, no matter which position you have that valve in. When you're lighting the grill, you're pushing in on the control knob, which is pushing in on the valve. That not only activates our ignition system, but it is temporarily bypassing the thermocouple. So you have to get it lit and hold it in for the 10 to 20 seconds while the thermocouple heats up, and then you let go, and it allows the flow of gas to continue.
Right.
So it's, they're a little complex, a little unusual. People are going to have to get used to them, but the benefit in safety is fantastic, and I'm very excited to be part of the first manufacturer in North America to be putting it in all of our outdoor cooking products. As I mentioned, they're not required in North America, but I think the safety is worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like that, we've covered a lot of the questions. There's some overlap in some of these that are coming through. For those of you who have submitted something and we haven't had a chance to get to it today, we'll definitely follow up with you. From all of us here at Kalamazoo, we want to thank you for taking some time with us today. We know you have busy schedules. We're thrilled to share this new launch with our valued partners, and we hope you're as excited as we are about it. So we look forward to working with all of you in 2022. Thanks so much.
Thank you.